Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing my first impressions of the LEOGUAR e-bike. And trust me, this bike is an absolute powerhouse. From smooth Shimano gear shifting to the insane torque across 5 assist levels. It's got everything you need for power, comfort, and control. Whether you're cruising through the city or tackling rough terrain, it's got you covered. And with an unlockable top speed of 28 miles per hour, this thing really flies. If you haven't seen it yet, be sure to check out my unboxing video of the Strider SO. The link is down below. I'll be covering the key highlights of initial impression of the bike in this video, but stay tuned for the full review, which is coming soon. And if you're thinking about grabbing one for yourself, you can support the channel at no extra cost to you by using the affiliate link in the description. Plus, you can save big with my coupon code. Okay, this is a speed assist test when it comes to just cruising. Level 1. I'm going at 13 miles per hour right now, and I feel like I'm giving maybe 70 to 80% of the power. And as I relax, maybe now I'm giving 50% of the power for the bike to cruise at maybe 13 to 14 miles per hour. Now let's go to assist level 2. Assist level 2 is a little bit better. Now I am cruising still roughly at the same speed, about 14 miles per hour, but the amount of effort that I'm giving feels a little bit less, but I'm still giving effort. I feel like I'm giving 30% of my effort. Now let's go to assist number 3. Okay, let's wait just a little bit. There's a slight downhill. Okay, now that we're past the downhill, I'm giving roughly 10%. Yeah, I would say very little, but not exactly non-existent power. So I'm giving roughly 10% of the push power, and I'm going at 15 miles per hour. So that's what level 3 feels like. And when I get to level 4, it feels like I'm giving only 1% of the forward propulsion power with my legs. The other 99% is all taken care of by the motors. Here is a slight uphill, and I'm giving 1% of the effort, and it's slowing down to maybe 15%. But mind you, this is still all the motors pushing all the way up. It did slow down to roughly 14 miles per hour, but ultimately kind of pushed through. And then once you give it the level 5 assist, this is the part where you just kind of free spin. You do like 1% or sometimes 0% of the push power. You just need to turn the pegs a little bit, and it goes forward. And there is a speed limit of 20 miles per hour. Sometimes I see it pop up to 21 miles per hour if there's a downslope, but it stays at 20 miles really well. And then it kind of it just locks in at this speed. It doesn't matter how hard you pedal. You could pedal up to 100% of the strength and trying to go past 21 miles per hour or 20 miles per hour, it doesn't go past that. I feel like not only is it helping you going up to 20, but somehow it also resists going past 20 miles per hour in the current kind of locked limited mode, right? So if you're strong and you want to pedal as hard, you're going toward the fence, and there is a ceiling here, the motor actually prevents you from pedaling yourself past that speed. But of course, this can be unlocked. You just need the unlocking password from LEOGUAR. They'll send you that password, and you can unlock it now to 28 miles per hour, which is more reasonable for empty spaces like this. I feel like 20 miles per hour is adequate, adequate slow stroll. But if you're going in an empty place like that, like this, 20 miles per hour does sometimes feel a little bit slow.
The throttle is both responsive and smooth, giving you the confidence to maintain full control even in crowded areas or tight spaces. It's powerful enough to quickly reach 20 miles per hour all on its own, and because of this, the Strider SO even feels like an entry-level electric dirt bike. By default, the top speed is capped at 20 miles per hour, but the 750-watt motor is definitely capable of more. Once you unlock the bike's full power with a password from LEOGUAR, it becomes noticeably faster in almost every aspect. And I absolutely love the throttle implementation in the form of twist grip. This type of throttle is always more intuitive and easier to adjust than the thumb throttle on other types of bikes. The suspension is ideal for urban commuting and light off-road use. Here in Utah, where the roads are full of cracks, potholes, and dips, the suspension handles these imperfections really well. The combination of these dual suspensions, along with soft, fat tires and cushioned seats, absolutely makes the LEOGUAR Strider some of the most comfortable bikes I've ever been on. I've even tried this bike on some pretty rough terrains, and it felt capable of taking on roads other than flat paved surfaces. More on that in the full review. The brakes are strong and reliable. The left lever controls the front brake, while the right lever operates the rear brake. Both are hydraulically powered, offering strong and consistent stopping power. The tires provide a sensation like gliding on ice. They're extremely soft and have a squishy feel, adding to the overall comfort of the ride.
Wow, this wheel is so light.
Bike has a remarkably sharp turning radius. In tight spaces like your garage or home, it can practically turn around while remaining almost stationary. You can also make quick turns without needing to get off even on narrow paved trails. Also, thanks to the wide-angle fat tires, I can lean into high-speed turns much more confidently. The gear shift performs smoothly and quickly, just as you'd expect from Shimano. The gears change effortlessly and precisely every time. It's also easy to tell which gear you're in at any moment thanks to the gear indicator near the right thumb. Near the indicator are also two small levers for changing gears. The small lever on top shifts to a higher gear, while the larger lever on the bottom shifts to a lower gear. So far, the gears are well tuned right out of the factory as they change quickly and produce zero noises even on bumpy roads. At level 1, the assistance feels minimal. You don't notice much help during acceleration, but once you start cruising, you feel a slight boost. I'd estimate this level powers about 20% of the bike's movement. Levels 2 and 3 provide increasing levels of propulsion, but ultimately still require some input from the rider. At level 4, the bike's motor almost fully takes over. You just need to go through the motions, and it does 100% of the work. Level 5 is similar to level 4, but with maximum torque and top speed. The bike is incredibly quiet. The chain produces minimal noise and the motor is nearly silent, making it perfect for staying under the radar. You can hear a soft hum when the motors are fully engaged, but even then, it's still extremely quiet. The seat is comfortable even for long rides. My first ride lasted about 90 minutes, and I didn't experience any discomfort at all. The seat is soft, plush, and have a large area ideal for comfortable long-distance rides. The overall seat height is on the higher side. I'm 5'9", and I have to lower the seat all the way down to comfortably stand flat-footed at a stop. Any higher and I'd have to stand on my toes. If you're shorter than me, you might need to hop off the seat to stand on the ground or tippy-toe a little bit. The bike comes equipped with forward-facing LED lights. They're reasonably bright, making it easier for other drivers to spot you even on sunny days. I would love to see fenders offered as an option for this bike. While riding on a paved trail, the ground was wet from the sprinkler system. Although the bike is thankfully water resistant with an IP65 rating, I had to stop and turn around because the tires without fenders kicked up water onto the rider. The display is very easy to read, even on bright days. The buttons are intuitive and user-friendly. Additionally, the display comes with a password protection feature to deter theft, though you should still lock the bike to something secure. This adds as a double-layered protection. I did a 12-mile ride using various assist modes, but primarily modes 4 and 5, which are the most powerful modes. Impressively, I only used about 10% of the battery, which is outstanding. But I'll have to do a full range test in just a little bit in the full review. With the 3 amp charger, it takes roughly 5 hours to fully charge the bike from empty to full since the battery is 15 Ah, which sounds like industry norm. Slower charging is also good for the long-term health of the battery and prevent them from degrading in capacity. Overall, this bike delivers an impressive blend of power, control, and comfort. The Shimano gear shifting is smooth and precise, and the power assist levels offer a versatile riding experience from minimal assistance to full throttle performance. The throttle is responsive, and the quiet operation makes for a stealthy ride. The suspension handles rough urban roads well, and the hydraulic brakes provide reliable stopping power, while the fat tires offer a smooth and stable ride, especially in sharp turns. Adding optional fenders would improve practicality for wet conditions. The seat is comfortable for long rides, though the seat height might be an issue for shorter riders. The LED lights are bright enough for safety, and the display is easily readable in any light, with the added benefit of password protection. Battery life is exceptional, with only 10% used after a 12-mile ride in the highest assist modes, and charging is efficient with the 15 Ah battery taking about 5 hours to recharge. Overall, this bike seems to be a great option for both urban commuting and light off-road use, offering a well-rounded high-performance experience.